And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is the rookie from Oklahoma State, Justice Hill. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's a guy coming off a strong rookie season, Gus Edwards. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Edwards, a man who went undrafted out of Rutgers, signed with the Ravens, and last year as a rookie, very productive. 718 yards in only 11 games played. 300-yard games in the second half of the season. All of them victories, really helping propel the Ravens into the postseason. Also had better than 5 yards per carry. Quite a start for the Staten Island native to his NFL career. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On second and very short, Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage, but now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Third and goal, Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 5-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do now. The key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's complete into the hands of Carson. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Now Carson fumbles the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We figured they'd come out with intensity and aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball, and they have an early turnover to show for it.
They lived up to their reputation. That's who they are. They want to attack on every play, even though they're playing defense.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Von Miller, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a run with Edwards. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a 2nd guy to him to try and keep him away.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And fights through one man.
Let's go, first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Jackson going to throw again. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Justin Houston in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw is Jackson. Forced out to his left. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
A run there on 1st down, and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
14, got it.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Wilson. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. On 2nd and inches, Jackson rolling to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've...
It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Hill. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. From just shy of midfield, Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. A very solid gain of 27. Now Jackson on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Carson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Undercut. Alert. Wide. Rotate. 12. Good touch.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all of a sudden they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Let's go.
Second down and goal. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Carson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Touch 50, touch 50.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at halftime.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
That's it, baby.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Hang out, bam.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. Third down here.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run here with Edwards. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They run again with Carson, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone. And
Hill's hit, and he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 22, Wilson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. 27 yards there, a first down.
Here we go.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
On first down, Carson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. On second and a yard, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On third down, it's Carson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Safarian Jenkins has it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's into the clear. 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Green 80.
Mike, 49. Stop your whining.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him. One of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what... That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
All day, baby. Let's get this.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Sponge.
14. No.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. From the 35 on 2nd down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
That's going to be caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ed Dixon, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Again, Wilson. Flushed out right, and he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful, and the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They go play action here on first down, escaping the pressure right. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1. They'll come out in the pistol. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Check 13. Check 13.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a one-score game. He'll look to throw. And he will find Hurst in the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They do tack on the extra point as well, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he goes out right around the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Draw play. This is Carson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he loses the football a second time. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 3, second down. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And now look at him go. The 30. 10, 5. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Tucker with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. There's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
It's now 3rd down.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.